I think we can all agree that the snowmobile industry has seen unprecedented levels of innovation over the past 10 years. And yes, it was actually more than 10 years ago that this technological explosion began, with Ski-Doo releasing the original Rev. Since, we've seen 3 more generations of the Rev platform. First was the Rev XP. The XP was what really catapulted Ski-Doo into their commanding market share lead. Then came the Rev XS. While not as all-encompassing an upgrade, it was, nonetheless, a further improvement over the XP. Today, we have the G4, which is as big an overhaul over the XS as the XP was over the original Rev. To say this is an improvement would be a massive understatement. Unlike the XS, which was largely a comfort, convenience, and visual update, the G4 is an all-new sled from the ground up, sharing almost no parts whatsoever with the previous version. But more than that, the G4 is also a further push by Ski-Doo engineers to explore the boundaries of what a snowmobile could and should be. Before we go any further, I need to make it very clear. There simply isn't enough time in one test ride to go over all the new and innovative technology found on the G4 platform. So I'm going to try and focus on the most important points, starting with the motor. E-Tech is to the snowmobile what EFI was to the automobile. It's a game changer that makes everything about a 2-stroke engine better. The newest version of E-Tech, which we've coined E-Tech 2, takes it all to another level. Cleaner, more efficient, smoother operation, better starting, and more power. Just a few of the things E-Tech 2 has accomplished. Of course, a jump to 849 cc's does help with the power and torque. If what Ski-Doo claims is to be believed, the internals of the 850 are a bit of a marvel. The claim is that thanks to laser focus on long-term durability in the form of ultra-tough internal parts and an all-new, extremely efficient and effective oil management system, the 850 engine will have long-term durability that's on par with any 4-stroke. This will remain to be seen until these sleds begin to age. What is very clear right now, though, is that this sled sips oil on a level that would make Ebenezer Scrooge very proud. Power, too, is impressive. Tons of bottom-end torque, a stout mid-range, and top-end pull that goes on forever are what you can expect when you pull the trigger on a G4 Ski-Doo. Yet it sips fuel like a Prius. With that said, quite possibly the most impressive part of the G4's overall power package is its all-new P-Drive clutch. The Roller Primary is a new concept Ski-Doo tested on their open-class race sleds last season. The benefits of this new clutch setup are both drastic and immediately noticeable. Backshift is instantaneous. Upshift is smooth as butter. Ski-Doo claims the P-Drive clutch will reach shift RPM 90% of the time versus 50% for a standard style clutch. The G4 chassis is a mix of standard and advanced design. The weak bulkhead of the XS is gone, replaced by an all-new unit that's ultra strong and durable. The tunnel doubles as an integrated heat exchanger and is built of sandwich layers of aluminum with space in between for the coolant to flow. This design is lighter, more efficient, and requires fewer parts than a traditional 3-piece tunnel. Ergonomically, the G4 is an interesting unit. It's comfortable, adjustable, and surprisingly warm. The rider sits in what I would describe as an extreme rider forward position, with their feet almost ahead of the drive shaft. Ergonomically, this sled fits me good, but not great. The adjustable handlebar in the X package is a must-have in my opinion, but for me, and this is all personal preference, the seat is just a tiny bit low, while the bars are just a tiny bit narrow. Again, chalk that up to personal preference. There is no question though, R-Motion does provide the very best ride in the industry. We've talked about this before. It's just a fact. This is the best skid money can buy. I do have to say that I don't fully understand the rapid adjust system on the tunnel though. Once you get your spring set to provide proper ride height for your weight, there's really no reason to continue to adjust it. And while it is nice to have easy access to your compression clicker knob, for the amount you actually use it, and for how difficult it isn't to just reach inside the tunnel and spin the knob, I'd save the weight, gain back the running board space, and just not bother with the rapid adjust system. Up front, the G4 chassis has 1-inch longer shocks than its older counterparts. However, for 2017, there were no G4 trail sleds that included front shocks with anything but preload adjustability. The front end of our X package rides good, but it would be nice if it had some level of adjustability on the front end. I don't know, something like, say, 3-position compression adjustable? I don't know. Can you think of anything that fits that bill? Bottom line when it comes to Ski-Doo's G4 X Package MXZ is this. It's awesome. Any of its shortcomings are wildly overshadowed by its strengths. Handling is equally as precise but more stable and predictable than the XS. Ride is better, power is better, ergonomics are better, wind protection is better, it's all just better. Ski-Doo continues to maintain a commanding market share lead in the snowmobile industry. Now you might ask yourself, how can one company remain #1 for so long? And the answer is sitting right here. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more content from SnowTrax TV, click the like button and subscribe to the SnowTrax TV YouTube channel.